All right, what's up, Highlight? So we're gonna do some meal prep. We're gonna do some salmon. We're gonna do some vegetables. We're gonna do some chicken, and just talk about a couple combinations of things that we don't even have to prepare, like the avocado, to get us through the week. I'm gonna do a lot of this. I'm gonna do more than I usually do on the weekend, just to get you guys familiar with some of the different meal combinations that you've been asking me about that might help you get through your intermittent fasting. Salmon. It's clean and cut. I pre-cut them into the size that I want. I don't do it after, so we're not doing it like after it's cooked, put the whole piece in it. Pre-cut it so we know it's what. So we did the math, we cut it down. So I got 6 pieces here. These 6 pieces turn out to be approximately 6.4 ounces per piece. So that gives you a calorie count of 300, I wrote it down somewhere, hold on. That gives you a calorie count of 378 calories per salmon serving. Now how we did that, because when you go through, you do it in your Fitbit, it'll have it there. So if you put the ounces, now it has for salmon farm raised and they got wild or whatever, but the farm raised is what this is. It's got a 6 and a 7. So the 6 ounces was 349. 7 ounces was 407. I'm gonna put mine at 4, I'm put mine at 7, so there'll be the 400 count, even though I know I'm not taking in the 400, but the real count, I did the math, so it'll be, if you guys want to be precise, 378. And I always round down for me, because I'm trying to get more. My goal, and again, I'm talking about the menu, but the objective still is to keep the menu for you and the calories and meal prep yourself into a deficit, whatever deficit that is for you, however aggressive you want to be. We're gonna do some chicken breasts. Same thing, I cut them up. I'll go over the details. I'm gonna put a little link. I'm not gonna go through explaining all the calories in each one. I'll link that to this video because I'm gonna edit all this shit together. So anyway, got a little chicken breast. It's already cleaned off. And what I like to do first, and we're gonna bake this one, not broil. Most of the time I broil. A lot of times we're gonna bake this one. So we got some olive oil. Taking a tablespoon of olive oil and dumping it in there, all right? So you gotta count that, tablespoon of olive oil. And like I said, I'm gonna do that on the count. If I mix that around, because everybody knows how dry this chicken gets when you deal with it. It just gets dry. All right, take some cilantro. I just like the flavor. I don't know about y'all, but throw that in there, mix it around. Problem with this is you gotta keep rinsing your hands every few minutes. Unless you like getting shit all on your stuff. Little Lawry's. A little garlic salt. And a little cayenne pepper. That's my mixture. You're gonna see it on everything. That's how I roll. And for y'all that don't like a lot of spicy stuff, this cayenne pepper, you can't really taste it. I used to use chili pepper too. So you use chili pepper, either one is all good. So I mix that around though. The oil helps it, all right? Mix that. And blam. Just throw it in there. When I say throw it in there, I got a smaller pan because I'm gonna cover that. It's gonna be bad. I don't have it in the big one like I had a salmon, but I'm gonna cover that with aluminum foil when I bake it. Keep the moisture and the flavor in there. I'm gonna add a few things to this. So I'm gonna pause for a second. Some onion. And I'm gonna pause for 1 second because I gotta make up a little something to go in there. And what I did was, I did that up, like I said, and it took a couple minutes. I tried, I added some of those sun-dried tomatoes that I got. It's a little different. I looked on the back, it's like 120 calories. I'm sure a lot of that's from the oil. So we gotta add that to it too, but I'm gonna see how that tastes. And basically I just dump it over here, put it in there, the same mixture with this chicken. Get some of it under the bottom so it can deal with flavor. And again, I mean, I see a lot of people with their meal prep online and it's good. I mean, everybody's doing good things. I'm glad everybody's sharing. We'll move over here to the stove. Throw this on medium, well, just between medium and medium low. And I'm gonna start doing these vegetables. So, the soup mix. I love the soup mix. This one, I pretty much mix with everything because it's got like some okra, little potatoes and all. This one gives the little zest and mixture I like. Helps me get through. I mean, a lot of y'all might be a little bit more intense. You know, you want to stay with just all green vegetables. But for me, it's all about the numbers. You know, if I can get something I like within the numbers, then I'm good. This blend right here, if I don't add any oil, which I used to, but now I stopped because it's frozen, so it's gonna be some moisture there. This is 50 calories per serving. Each bag is 4 servings, so that whole thing is 200. And that's about to get chopped up. But, I mean, of course, we're gonna add each one. This one's 45, 4 servings, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, by the time we keep it up, we got 8 or 10 servings worth of stuff in here. By the time I spread it all out, because I'm gonna put 3 of them, you're still in a hell of a decent caloric mixture there, you know what I'm saying, as far as how many calories we're getting per serving. Because we add all of this up together, and then we just divide it by the amount of times we scoop it in one of those Tupperwares. So this one's real easy. Don't worry about nothing else. Pour them in. So that was Mexican, and this one is the Oriental stir fry. So I got all my, you know, cultures represented there. I got some soup stuff from the South. Got a little Mexican mix, a little Oriental Asian mix. I don't discriminate, you know what I'm saying? I don't discriminate. I'm gonna take my jalapenos and I'm dumping them, baby. I mean, I like it spicy, so you can see how the jalapenos is rolling. Yeah. Throw a little garlic salt in here. It's just me. And that's it. Do it to you till it's ready. So while this stuff is cooking, do some shout outs. Anna, welcome aboard. 14 pounds already, that's great. Stick with it. I'm sure Brandon just loves the fact that you're doing your due, and he appreciates the fact that you watch his videos on YouTube. I can speak for him in that respect. And I appreciate the fact that you following me and you listen to some tips on IF from my perspective, intermittent fasting, and you know, meal prep and how to get it done. Crystal, thank you for your feedback and comments. I think that, yeah, it all works for men and women the same. It's just caloric deficit. You know, I don't know how many calories you burn. I'm recommending, I don't have mine on right now, it's charging, but I recommend you get a Fitbit or something similar that will monitor ongoing, not just your calories, but your heart rate. It's gonna be a little bit more accurate with the heart rate. But what the heart rate does is lets you know how long during the day you stay within that fat burning range. That's where we wanna be. I get it with cardio, and I'm gonna start giving you guys some tips too, because I get a lot of people, and for me, and this is just, again, I ain't the fitness expert, but I'm a realist. I'm talking about what works. This is from a real person's perspective. Cardio and fat burning should be separated. We talk about the cardio we get, but cardio you know, when you really deal with it, it's probably more of a training kind of aspect, you know, maybe not intense training, but it's more training than fat burning. So we need to look at the activities separately. And what I'd like you guys to do is for the intermittent fasting period, which the most beneficial period is the morning, in my opinion. We need to try to at least have 4 to 6 hours there in the morning. I mean, I'm right at that 5.5 hours because I get up at 4:30 and I don't break my fast until 10. So that's 5.5 hours. If we can get to 4.5, 5 hours, then I think you'll be good, because now we have our body operating on just excess fat, excess energy, stored energy. You know, the concept is simple. Here's the biggest tip you can go with. If you drive your car, you are not going to put more gas in it than it needs. You ain't going to just let it keep running over and over and over. You're going to fill it up, and that's all you need. And then you're going to run that tank. If the tank lasts you a week, you know the tank lasts you a week. Then you go back and you get some more gas. So our body's the same way. When you put that Fitbit on whatever monitors your caloric output, that's what it takes to run your body on a normal day. I mean, I'm not talking about with the exercise. I'm just talking about a normal day. And this is how I've done this, because I haven't had an opportunity to get to the gym. And not saying that I won't make the opportunity. I don't make excuses, but it wasn't a priority at that point. When I first got on this mission, I talked shit to my kids. I talked shit to my brother. Then he was like 10 weeks out from getting here, so then it became a priority. So I started doing the meal prep. I started getting my shit right. I still didn't get to the gym because I had other stuff to do. But the bottom line is I prioritized what I had to. I still met my goal. I was still able to make a video with him when he got here, and I think at that time it was like 23 pounds that I had lost in 10 weeks. I said it was 6 months because that's when he was there the first time. But honestly, the first period, I didn't do shit the first period, you know, to be straight. I mean, it did take that length of time for me to actually commit and get to it. But I've lost like between 2 and 3 pounds a week, period. That's just how I've done with 1,000, shooting for 1,000 calories or more deficit every day. So, man, woman, and child, I'm saying I think it works for everybody. Now you have to address your cravings differently. You know, I mean, women have different dietary needs when it comes to, you know, calcium and other kinds of shit you have to have in your diet. Again, I'm not the nutritionist, I'm the realist. I'm the everyday guy, so don't be quoting me on certain things, but I will tell you from a theoretical standpoint, you know, you find out what it takes for your body to operate. And then when you start putting in some exercise, then that's cool, because you're burning more calories, you can get better. You know, now when you start to do more intense workouts and exercise, you're going to need to feed your body. So your caloric intake is going to increase as well. But we need to increase it in proportion to what you need versus what you think you need. You know, again, it only takes that amount of gas to run your body. So if that's 2,000 a day, if that's 1,800 a day, whatever it is, that's what it takes to run it. If it's 3,000 a day, that's what it takes. For me, it was somewhere around 2,600 on a normal day. So I was cutting my thing down to like 1,800. You know, I wanted to be 1,000 under, 1,600, 1,700. And that was pretty easy to do. When I'm busier, it's like 3,000 something. A couple days last week, it was like 37, 36. I was like, whoa, you know, but I was putting it in. I was putting a busy show in. I was doing a lot of walking, a lot of work. So, you know, you deal with things in perspective. That's all. And the biggest thing for us to understand is we need to know what it takes for our body to run, what it takes for our body to operate. And then we need to say, all right, now that it's doing it, because naturally your body's going to store the excess. It's just going to put it away. Think, hey, I might need this for later. So that's where the fat comes from. So anytime you eat more than you take in, just count on getting fatter. It's just that simple. You want to get skinnier, you want to get thinner, leaner, however you want to phrase it, you got to eat less so that you can start to burn those reserves. When I throw that in there, you see the sizing of it? That's why I use these little ones, you know? You can't really, don't look like so much, you know? You can't, well, it looks like more than it is, I guess is what I want to say. Vegetables, bam, bam, pop. That's a whole meal for me. Now, again, I just do the math once I divvy it all out, but That'll probably work out the right way, vegetable wise. This will work out the right way. I already know, we already did the meat. I'll redo it again. I'm gonna do the same thing for the chicken. Boom, let them cool off. And there we go, put them in the refrigerator. I'm not even gonna eat this today. Cause I've been cooking so much of this, I don't really wanna eat this. I'm gonna eat me one of them burgers I showed y'all. I'll tell you what that's about, but, well, maybe I just eat the shrimp. Y'all don't know nothing about the shrimp. Snapchat people know about the shrimp, but y'all don't know about the shrimp. You might know about the shrimp if you've seen something before, but this one's a little bit different, but y'all don't know about the shrimp. If you follow me on Snapchat, you know about the shrimp. I ain't gonna eat nothing, I'm gonna eat the shrimp. If people know what it is with the shrimp, if you Snapchat, that's B. Rob Carter on Snapchat. You don't follow me on Snapchat, you ain't gonna get that. You just know this. Look what you got. Chicken's out. Looking pretty good. We don't have enough vegetables to go around. We'll probably make 2 of these, and then I'll just make more vegetables when it's time. I'll put these in the refrigerator and blah, 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 blah. But I'll make up a couple of those so you can see them, and then I'll just make up one, you can see it. Then I'll put all this shit away because my kitchen is becoming a mess, and we all good. You'll see all the list at the end here, what the ingredients were, what the calorie counts are, and that'll get you through the first week. Now, if you follow me on Snapchat, you got an extra little bonus because for those of y'all that, Suki, that's my dog. Hey, thank you. Anyway, they got a little bonus, how to get through some of these cravings, got another little quick meal there. So you probably missed it because if you Snapchat me now, you know, that shit only lasts for a day. So depending on when you see it, you might miss it. But I'm trying to encourage y'all to follow me on Snapchat because it's getting kind of fun. Folks be chatting me out because you can hit me straight, you know. So they be sending me stuff like right in the middle of this because I was shooting things as I was cooking that y'all didn't see because I'm shooting this and then I gotta go edit it because it's all long and shit, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'll keep doing this kind of stuff. I'm gonna do this. I guess I'll put some of this on the YouTube channel or something so that folks can follow it, you know, and go back to it or whatever. But the Snapchat, man, it's cool. The Rob Carter on Snapchat. The Rob Carter. It's gonna be fun. All right, so there's the chicken prep right there. Same thing, just like the other ones. Yeah. So for those of y'all that missed the grocery list post, grocery list: salmon, skinless boneless chicken breast, New York strip steak, frozen veggies, avocado, Greek yogurt, specifically the 000, almonds, raw ones, blueberries, raspberries, jalapenos, and sun-dried tomatoes. I had a few other things, but I'm not going to include those in this meal prep, so this is what you need for this week. All right.